solitude reveals the depth of human compassion always. Before you continue, hear this, for what I'm about to share with you may challenge the way you think about compassion and solitude. In a world that often celebrates extroversion and constant connection, it's easy to overlook the profound relationship between being alone and being compassionate. You might be wondering, what does solitude have to do with compassion? Does being alone make us more or less compassionate? Let's explore this idea through the lens of Western philosophy. The ancient Stoics, for instance, were known for their emphasis on inner strength and self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often wrote about the importance of withdrawing into oneself, not as a form of escapism, but as a way to cultivate a deeper sense of compassion and understanding for others. He believed that by being alone with our thoughts, we can better navigate the complexities of human relationships. Consider this: when was the last time you took a moment to withdraw from the world, to be alone with your thoughts? What did you discover about yourself? This idea is not new, of course. The pre-Socratic philosopher Heraclitus noted that the way up and the way down are one and the same. In other words, to truly understand others, we must first understand ourselves, which often requires solitude. But what does this mean, exactly? How do we cultivate this self-awareness, and how does it relate to compassion? As you reflect on your own life, you might notice that it's in moments of solitude that you're able to confront your own biases, your own fears, and your own limitations. This confrontation can be uncomfortable, to say the least. But it's also liberating, in a way. By acknowledging our own vulnerabilities, we become more empathetic towards others. We begin to see that they're struggling with their own demons, just as we are. The Epicureans, another Hellenistic school, believed that solitude was essential for the pursuit of wisdom and happiness. They advocated for a simple life, free from excessive desires and fears, which allowed individuals to focus on their own character and personal growth. But what does this mean for our relationships with others? Doesn't a focus on our own growth mean that we're neglecting the needs of those around us? Not necessarily, as the Roman thinker Cicero pointed out. In his treatise on friendship, he noted that true friendship can only be formed when individuals have a deep understanding of themselves and their own character. This understanding, Cicero argued, can only be gained through solitude and introspection. Think about your own relationships. Are they based on a deep understanding of yourself and the other person, or are they superficial and fleeting? As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the noise of the world around us. We're constantly bombarded with information, with distractions, with demands on our attention. It's no wonder that we often feel anxious, overwhelmed, and disconnected from others. But what if solitude could be an antidote to this chaos? What if, by withdrawing into ourselves, we could find a deeper sense of compassion and connection with others? Pause here for a moment. Think about this. Share your answer below. How do you think solitude relates to compassion? Do you agree that being alone can make us more empathetic, or do you think it's the opposite? The medieval Christian philosopher Augustine also wrote extensively on the importance of solitude and introspection. He believed that by withdrawing into oneself, individuals could gain a deeper understanding of God and of their own place in the world. But what does this mean for our relationships with others? Doesn't a focus on our own spiritual growth mean that we're neglecting the needs of those around us? Not if we consider the concept of caritas, or charity, which Augustine saw as the highest form of love. This love is not just a feeling, but a choice to put the needs of others before our own. And it's in solitude that we're able to cultivate this love, to reflect on our own motivations and desires, and to consider the impact of our actions on others. As you reflect on your own life, you might notice that it's in moments of solitude that you're able to tap into this sense of charity. You might feel a deeper sense of empathy for others, a sense of connection that goes beyond superficial relationships. This is the power of solitude, and it's something that we often overlook in our fast-paced, technology-driven world. Pay close attention to this next part, for it's here that we begin to see the relationship between solitude and compassion in a new light. The modern philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, for instance, believed that human beings are condemned to be free. This freedom is both empowering and terrifying, as it means that we have the choice to create our own meaning in life. But what does this mean for our relationships with others? In solitude, we are forced to confront this freedom, to consider the choices that we've made and the choices that we have yet to make. And it's here that we're able to cultivate a deeper sense of compassion, not just for others, but for ourselves as well. We begin to see that we're all in this together, that we're all struggling to find our way in a complex and often overwhelming world. Write this down. The next time you're feeling overwhelmed, try taking a moment to withdraw into yourself. Take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to be present in the moment. What do you notice? What do you feel? This is where it gets interesting. The German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer believed that compassion is the highest form of moral awareness. He argued that it's through compassion that we're able to transcend our own ego and connect with others on a deeper level. And it's in solitude that we're able to cultivate this awareness, to reflect on our own motivations and desires, and to consider the impact of our actions on others. As you reflect on your own life, you might notice that it's in moments of solitude that you're able to tap into this sense of compassion. You might feel a deeper sense of empathy for others, a sense of connection that goes beyond superficial relationships. This is the power of solitude, and it's something that we often overlook in our fast-paced, technology-driven world. If you found value in this, subscribing takes 1 second and means everything, and you'd like to explore more ideas like this, consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you join our community of thinkers and seekers. As we come to the close of our reflection, I want to leave you with a question. What role does solitude play in your life? Do you see it as a source of strength, or as a form of isolation? Share your thoughts below. I read every single one. And finally, let's return to the question that we posed at the beginning. Solitude reveals the depth of human compassion always. What do you think this means for your own life, your own relationships, and your own sense of compassion? Which of these lessons resonated most with you today? Tell me what you think in the comments, and let's continue the conversation.